Greetings everyone, it is the Ash Heritor and welcome back to Disco Elysium. In the previous episode, we went to go inspect the body hanging from the tree, and in doing so, we tread upon the sovereign realm of the Kuno, and were scolded by the Kuno and the Kuness. It was a traumatic experience. We also attempted to call our brethren back at the precinct, and it was a great conversation. We really accomplished a lot. And yeah, there was no laughing. Everything went well. So what are we going to do? So first off, I think I want to use the headlights of the car to see if we can't read our halogen journal here, now that we have the journal. Why am I carrying around this bag?
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Alright, Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
Alright. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Well, let's let him do exactly that.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Kinema comes to life with a whiny growl.
Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
Alright, halogen lights.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay, let's do it. So is it going to automatically let us do it? Yes, it will.
As you
That's
hold
nice.
your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
Interesting.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Interesting. Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
What does it mean? Do I need to write this down? What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually?
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Okay.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
What is this? What is this? We've had a few, voice options where you just say something incredibly ominous. And I can't remember if I did any of them before, but you know what? I feel like I should lead into this. I said I'm role-playing myself, and to an extent that's true, because I say this type of shit all the time to just, like, random people when they ask me their day. I mean, not this specifically, but using the whole, like, biblical end-time speak, just because it's funny. I walk the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining.
Cool. I'm glad you joined us. Not a lot of money in doom crying. Let's move on, shall we?
He's just so nonplussed about it. He's at this point just like, yeah, we can expect basically anything from our guy here.
This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you're saying I used to be a super cop.
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row.
This is gonna be bad, isn't it?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills.
Oh.
You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Yeah, okay.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obviously the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers. Good on you, Kim.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
You ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
That's, I mean, that checks out with his character. He's very much a man of his job. If a fellow person within his job asks him if he's killed anybody in the line of duty, he's just gonna state it flatly, but he's not gonna talk about it further, unless pressed. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective, or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look. What's that supposed to mean?
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Yeah. Yeah? Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
Okay. Alright, like that. That's great reactivity. They're commenting on the stuff you wear. Very few games actually do that. Aside from, like, you know, the occasional legendary piece. I don't know how extensive it'll be in this game. But hell, if there's like one interaction per piece of clothing you can get, that's, it's more than most. Very cool.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
I won't. Okay. Thanks, Esprit de Corps. Esprit de Corps is being quite handy. Also, very cool. The faces all just, like, blended together. You know, they're one mass. I need to look at the pictures of what these things are as I gain more understanding of them. I think they'll tell me a bit about, at least, maybe how our character thinks of them? I don't know. Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait. Look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
That better not be from the bookshop.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this?"
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Ah, so we're on like a little spit. That's awesome. I lived on a sand spit for a year back near Seattle. It's pretty cool. I love being near the sea. I'm fairly near the sea now, though I can't see it. Seems nice.
No, it does not.
Lieutenant says without optimism. Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
He presses a remote control on the key.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the
Awesome.
right of the task description.
Okay. So journal page here. Map also. Huh? What's going on here? I'm, acquire a copy of the city map, RCM. Okay. I don't think this is what they were talking about. Are these like previous skill tests that we've made? I feel like it. Or at least some of them. Oh, these are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. Aha! So these are the ones that I understand how the white skill tests work now. It does say you can attempt them again, but you can't attempt them again in the same instance. So you have to come back, perhaps after something in the story changes, where you can attempt them again. That's really cool. And I'm glad this is there. That is super handy. Awesome. Okay, so this... No, this is our thought cabinet. White Morning. Hold on. We're internalizing this, 83%, which will grant +1 encyclopedia. Let's rewind, trace your drunken steps back home, jump across the raised channel, bridge southwest of here, fall over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes, shuffle your feet through the courtyard, scaring little children, go under the great raised motor tract, the 8-81, or 8/81, until you reach Le Domaine Aminant in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down the main to Perdition. There's a side alley and your footprints in the mud. Huh. Is this, like, interactive? As in, if we go to these places, will this progress? I'm not sure how this works. Can we start this without stopping the last one? Let's find out. Seems so. Uh-oh. Bonuses from thoughts. Oh, these are like a temporary? Temporary research bonus. Aha, it makes sense. Cool. Okay, -1 authority. I mean, that's not cool, but so what's the solution here? Do we know what we get out of it? I thought this would be what we get out of it, but this is what's temporarily happening to us. This is so cool. What an awesome RPG system. Also, I'm a skeleton. Little guy gets further and further away because of -1 authority. Okay, so what are we doing here? White Morning. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object, letting out a sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling, and look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller, alright? Sure. Whatever that means. So what are we going to do next? So we have tasks here. Track down the gun. We don't really have any further information on the gun. However, we have some things we can do here. We can ask Garth if he knows how the victim's clothes got in the trash. So I think we'll do that. And then we're going to ask our favorite person in the whole world, Kuno. Actually, what's in there? I don't know what's in there. We can also just explore. That is a thing we can do. I don't think I'm going to do that quite yet. Actually, who are you? I'm going to talk to this person. Tommy Lahome.
And a hunter and a gatherer, feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes. I feel like this is an actual song.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Okay, or not. I'll keep listening. The law.
From another planet.
He finishes and turns
Hey
to you.
there.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with sweeping gesture. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
I feel you.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days
Ooh, that sucks.
upon days.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
He snickers.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
I can imagine.
So tell me, what do you need?
Don't Tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
This guy seems really chill.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Yep.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Yeah, okay. What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Yep. Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camioners.
Camioners.
You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
So you're still here, though. Yeah. That's our, not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. Okay, this guy's really cool. Hopefully nothing bad happens to him.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When
Fuck off.
one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
No. Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
This guy's fucking awesome. And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing.
I knew he was joking.
They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il-Moran market lately.
I probably can't have that, but maybe I will ask that in a minute. I'm not going to ask him, so nothing illegal then. To be honest, I don't care. I say as a cop. That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
That a foul A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Alright.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Makes sense. Maybe he wants different fulfillment other than being a lorry driver. I mean, nothing wrong being working a menial job. I say working a fairly menial job myself. You gotta do what you gotta do. You can find fulfillment in other things. Doesn't have to be work. He's clearly the introspective thinker type. I'm sure he'll get by on that. Though, I understand maybe he wants a little more out of life. Maybe I can get one of those found tracksuits you're hauling.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
That's fair. Right, I had another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Empathy. What do you see in his eyes? This is a white test. I could attempt it again. I'm gonna try it.
Ease into it. Don't go too far.
Okay.
This seems like a personal matter.
Okay. Man, I want to know about your soul. Hey, Tommy. Spill the beans. What's troubling you?
Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the usual Lorriman tropes and hopes. The road and the rhymes. This jam ain't helping either.
He looks around.
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn, it really is hard to talk, man to man.
I understand. Got any smokes on you?
Nope, don't smoke.
Somehow I expected that. He nods towards the big lorry behind
Some
him.
of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yeah, whatever comes first.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere.
Guess I'll ask
You
around
could
then.
also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Revachal's weird.
I'm not gonna bum change off of a lorry driver. Not because I'm better than that, but because I'm pretty sure he's probably also just scraping by. I'm good for now. Good talk.
Don't be a stranger.
Alright. Thus far, aside from the girl in front of the bookshop, I think this is my favorite NPC that we've run into. Cool guy. Alright, we're gonna go here. How do we do that, though? I guess we... there's a stack of crates. There's some sort of blasted piling here. Interesting. A bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. Yeah, indeed. Whatever that means. And then there's whatever this is.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air, with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
That looks pretty cool. Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
That's a moniker. Alright, well we can make this one. We heard Crater Story from Renee, so this is so good. You have reactivity from dialogue and things you discover that can apply to later skill checks. Fantastic. Fucking great. Nothing further to say on that matter. What did this king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
Alright, in what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
Okay. Sounds bad.
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
Sounds like certain world leaders today. How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
I mean, yeah, sounds... at least it's no ballroom or, giant arch. Isn't that right?
He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Prodigious snorter of nose candy. What a fantastic line. Somebody who has worked in a place where there were numerous prodigious snorters of nose candy, aka the Zuidas in Amsterdam. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I must laugh.
Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
This is a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie?
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Well, I'd say sucks to be him, but he's already dead. Okay, where's he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled.
Yeah.
Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
He restored the monument.
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That was brilliant. So funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists.
It does lack some social awareness. However, it is still funny.
Philip III, the Squanderer,
Nice.
however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Makes sense. Okay, that was cool. And we get little XP from doing this. Oh, hello. What do we got here? We have a white tank top. Well, let's have a look at that. Maybe that's worth putting on. So that's probably going to be instead of the shirt, would be my guess. Okay, what does this thing say? Tank top, gym vest, reeking of sweat. This sleeveless shirt is the best choice if you're not afraid to show off your masculine upper body and that hairy chest. Well, I mean... hold on, what do we got here? This is conceptualization -1 suggestion. This is purely a bonus. Oh, where do we put it though? How do we don it? Okay, it does go there. Like that. Oh, this is great. That's horrendous. Okay, what was it? Alt showed the different things. What do we got here? Oh, we're making it. We're gonna have all the money we need soon enough at this rate. Sorry.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
What is up with this art? Very weird looking.
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Okay.
It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma? No. Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask you some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
So, she's also called Pale Driver. Are we dealing with something unnatural here? Or is she just baked out of her mind? That's also possible. Snap your fingers in front of her face.
Wait,
The lieutenant stomps you before you snap. Interesting.
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Alright, if you say so. Okay, so Kim stopped us. Interesting. Alright, we have another motor carriage here. There's all the lorries. Foreign car kept in good condition. Let's actually continue following the lorry jam here. Okay, so it doesn't look like you can talk to everyone. Maybe you can. Hold on. Oh, this is Kim.
Yes?
Nothing. The lorries probably stored fuel here. Now they store booze. Okay. Alright. This is... I'm glad you can't talk to everyone, otherwise we'd be here forever. Let us in! Look! Look here! I signed a 6-month contract! You're just afraid of work yourselves! Just be reasonable! These are the union people up here? Must be. Let's talk to this guy.
Scab?
Oh, we can walk up here. Asks a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Call me mañana. This is...
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles, then realizes...
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
You're right. It's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never get it solved.
Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor, for an honest union man like me.
I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
He gazes over the roundabout with a glint of longing. Does that mean you can get me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Okay. He takes a swig and points up the stairs with his flask. Okay, so we can just go around.
If it's all so simple, why don't the strikebreakers just go up the stairs?
That simple? I just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Fast measure.
Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him.
Right.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Uh-huh.
Then go past him again.
Uh-huh.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert to a Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone ever bested him in physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
I like this guy too.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fit.
Dexter and Sinister. That's fantastic. So, in case you're not familiar with the pun, dexterous and sinister are the old school words for left and right hand. You probably already knew that, but in case one of you didn't. Sinister being left. Dexter being right. Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it. Another
Sure.
thing. What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
I might ask this guy for money. Then again, as a cop, should we be asking people for money? No, I'm not. Let's talk. Gotta get moving. Alright, we're not gonna go walk past Measurehead. This seems like a bad idea. This seems like some boss here, or he's the lorry. He's gonna be the boss of the lorry drivers that are trying to get through. He's the scab leader.
We
Okay.
have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points a finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scab.
Okay. What is a strike? I know what the strike is. Or I know what a strike is. What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Have you considered storming in, like, all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
I'm not into it, arresting people on vibes just yet.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Who are all these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women, with rights, to work, to be useful. Not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Right, so these are the people that are agreeing to work for less. Whereas the union wants basically to work on better conditions. And so, of course, the company, what is it? Something Pines. Is it Pines? I think it's Pines. Just hires workers that'll do it for cheaper. But the union has blocked them out.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
I'm just gonna leave now. Yeah, this guy, I don't think we're gonna be getting anything out of him. I don't think we're gonna be getting anything out of that racist bastard lorry driver over there. I think we gotta go back into the Whirling Rags and talk to Gart about the clothing that was, thrown away. I can't remember if we already did that. I don't think we did. Oh, who are you? You're new. Are you new? I think you're new. It's all about money, you know? Alright, I don't think we're getting anything further out of him.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
We're not going to say this. Though it would be funny. Thanks. Let's talk about something else. Garth, I saw another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, let's get out of here. What did we have back here again? Oh, actually, I have no idea. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. Ah, there's a cook here. The aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. We can talk to this guy. Who are you?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
So, what language is this supposed to be based off of? Gorachi Quebec? Like, all of the languages in this world are clearly inspired by real languages. We've got, you know... Whatever people Kim comes from is obviously inspired by, Koreans. And then the locals here are... I think they're Quebecois. Not sure, though. Yeah, not... I want to say Polish, but that's probably not correct. But maybe it is.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language.
Okay, we're gonna...
The only words you can make out are Goransi and Quebec.
Goransi. So that's how you pronounce that. So that does not sound Polish anymore.
Okay, it's definitely not his name.
Okay.
Whatever you do, please don't call him Goransi Quebec. Please. It's not funny.
Okay. We won here. Or we succeeded, so we're not gonna do that. Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You've got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
You know what? I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Stay masculine. All right, let's head out.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
Yeah. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation.
If you say so. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
I'll touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Okay. I will go and check that. Can we level up? We're not quite there yet. You do not have enough skill points to level up. Where do we see our skill points again? I haven't a goddamn clue. How do we level these up? Can we level these up? I reckon we probably can. Maybe not, though. Maybe these are, like, permanent, and then we can increase our skills. Well, let's talk to Garth one more time.
Can I help you?
I saw another thing in the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the frit warehouse, probably.
Okay. That is interesting.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter and to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to pretend, or I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to find that key, because that is interesting. I don't think there's anything else to be done here. Let's head outside. Go back to the body. Alright. Kuno is still there. So we're gonna ask him about the,
Kuno care?
I have more questions about the crime scene.
Yeah. The kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes are in the trash container. How'd they get it there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
Alright. I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Wait. I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that up there. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants?
Hey, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists.
Pants scientists.
Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrapped pants. They're graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
Right.
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants.
They will also make you into an idiot.
It will also make you into an idiot. I might be interested in the pants. Let's talk about this later.
All right, Pico. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see,
Sorry.
Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
There's also a mug in the trash. I'll show him the mug.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes. Does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene, cleaned some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
He nods in approval.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique, too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting two and two together here.
Maybe we can befriend Kuno here.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
That ladder yours?
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic tree house.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse.
Kuno, there's a stack of Eternite back there. Point to the shack.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
Okay. Don't I have a normal thing to say? Okay, so all right. I see difference here. So if it's in quotes, you say it. If not, you're talking, I guess, to Inland Empire here. So you say, but I saw past the veil.
The fucking well. The fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig.
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Okay, let's try the empathy again. Figure out what's going on with the kid.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Kuno. No. Let's humor him. Kuno, City of Rage, Night City. What's going on there? I'm intrigued.
No!
The evil shit behind the fence hacks like she's coughing up a furball.
Told him about it and now he knows your name.
The city's not fucking lame. You are lame. Kuno's tired of defending Rage City from... Just fuck off, alright? And fuck you too, putting Kuno on the spot like that. Kuno doesn't need to fucking explain his shit. Kuno's king. He rules here. Fuck did you want?
Explain himself? As if explaining some kind of work? Some kind of avant-garde work way ahead of its time?
I'm intrigued.
You must get to the bottom of this one of these days.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
What's this saying here?
Long way home.
Ah, we did this. Oh.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Okay. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psi. I have no idea what either of these things mean, but they intrigue me. Excuse me. Oh, there's even more. Of course, these were things. Things that you can do. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Hold on here. So perception is a skill. I'm being an idiot. Perception here. So we can increase this up to 5 now. And then psyche. What did it say? Speed gives 1 psyche. Where the fuck is what, reaction speed will give 1 psyche? Is that what that means? Or is speed something else? Learning cap for perception raised to 5 speed? Oh, is this supposed to be 1 line? Learning cap for perception... I don't think so, otherwise it would continue a little further. Learning cap for perception raised to 5 speed gives 1... Oh, hold on. Maybe if you get perception to 5, you'll get 1 psyche. Maybe that's what that means. Okay. If so, we should try that, because that could be good. And what do we got here? The ladder's for kids. It wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Okay, but there's still the pile of roofing material. What was up with this? The footprints here?
What do you see?
Yeah, we've already checked all this. We've been through all of that. It's alright. Just stop pressing that button. And how do we get in here? We don't. What about...
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material.
Okay.
Eternite.
Inland Empire said to come back. Let's try it again. Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's nice and orderly.
God damn it!
Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. It reveals no secrets at this time.
So we can't just try it again?
Inconspicuous.
No. We cannot. Unfortunate. So... where to now? Let's quickly talk to, what's her name?
Good, sir.
Annette. Okay, we can't say anything further to her. And then we have whatever's going on here. What is going on here? Point operator viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Alright. And who is this again? Better watch your mouth around me, boy. I think we already checked the trash. We're gonna explore a little bit up here. Oh no, we didn't check the trash. Plastic tear, okay. Glass tear, we can sell them. Wow, we're selling recycling. Business is grim. Okay, well, there's something here at the very least. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We're gonna be rich real soon. Capeside Apartments, even. Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Roundabout North.
Hey!
Up here, piggo! Okay. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools to disassemble it. There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Yeah, there does indeed seem to be a spill of paint. How do we get up there? Maybe we can just talk to her from down here.
The streets will flow red once more.
Oh.
A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier. Okay. Cindy the Skull.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Yep. When were you last tested?
Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a man-o'-war.
Despite the attitude, she puts the brush aside. It's awesome reference. The man-o'-war. The man-o'-war is indeed a siphonophore. You might be thinking the man-o'-war is a jellyfish, because it looks like a jellyfish, but it is a siphonophore, which is a patchwork collection of semi-independent organisms combined into one bigger thing. They're very cool. And horrible. I was stung by a cast-off man-o'-war tentacle when I was young. It was rough. What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. So, you don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home, and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
Fuck it. I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Perfect. That was a win-win situation for me. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
She nods disdainfully towards the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
Yeah, like, how old
woman
is she?
on the boat does not notice her stare.
Okay, we should probably talk to her, Joyce Messier.
That is on her.
Okay.
Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershot. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Interesting. Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her.
Oh.
She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Right.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Fantastic. We got Kim's approval to be weird.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
Right, do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Okay.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
All right, catch you later, Cindy.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Fucking ungulate. The insults in this game are fantastic. Okay, is she coming out? What am I doing? What is he doing? What is going on here? Okay, so I just encountered a bug. When I walked over here, Kim just kind of walked off the side and walked off into the void. And I couldn't do anything. The game was basically frozen from that point on, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Otherwise, this game's been pretty stable. Alright, it's not happening. That's good. Let's check this. Kim? Docking reserved for residents of Rue Saint-Ghislain 33A. Your room in the Whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in your life. Okay, that's nice.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Yep, she looks very fancy.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greetings.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
He did say... I'll shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. but I can assure you of his ultimate competence.
Okay, so he's saying that specifically to make her uneasy.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
No, what can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
All right, the moment
and
of truth.
This is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Damn it.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
58%. So we can ask this of a suggestion here. What kind of arrangement would it be?
I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort.
All right.
Consider this. Perhaps she has been planning it all along. That you convince yourself into colluding with her.
A dirty alliance, yeah. So indeed, it's handy to ask those questions because you'll get extra little points here. How do I negotiate my way out of this?
Easy. Just offer her a favor. Like I said, nice and dirty.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
Mm-hmm.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason. The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Okay.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Use us for a moment, madam. Let's talk to him.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
He says this is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. His voice is hushed. How do you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Oh, so we're henchmen now.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Okay. We probably should have asked her for what the L in her name was.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
Is time of the essence? I mean, we do have a day counter here. That it might well be.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we're on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Alright. Her proposal was likely part of her design. This all is.
Yes. Knowing this does not really change our position, however.
Let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck. Under her feet, green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Okay, so she knows that also.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Ooh, it's a pursuit vehicle, is
It's
it?
for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cor de Leyte 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cor de Leyte 19? Why?
She taps on the side of her boat. It makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cor de Leyte, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I just like the name for some reason.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
Okay, but what kind of boat is
It's
it?
a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Okay.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see your
I
license?
just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished ones.
Still need to see a license, ma'am.
Actually, you don't.
What do you mean?
The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little-known fact among us law officials.
Wait, exactly how little known is this fact?
I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
More like the Anarchy Act, in my opinion.
No need to politicize this. You may still ask for the lady's passport.
Yes, I'm gonna need to see your passport.
Of course.
She searches the pockets of her raincoat, producing a bundle of sealed documents in a sealed plastic bag. Look at her passport.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent.
Seagent. What does that mean again? It's something with the... I think... God damn it. It's not quartered. Is Seagent, like, opposing each other? No idea.
The Republic of Vespa, formerly the Republic of Vespa Messina, was once a dual kingdom. An amicable parting of ways produced two constitutional monarchies. Vespa, the richer of the two, is an occidental nation known for its proximity to the Pale and its exotic financial derivatives.
Okay, the Pale again. Is that the sea? Like the ocean? Beyond the archipelago? Or is this just some other place? Anything else?
It is a stable country, and yet there has always been something ominous about its perfect stability. It's a place at the edge of the Muindi Isola, overlooking the Ubisunt Isles, fracturing into the great unrest of the Pale.
Yeah, I think it's an ocean.
The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you, face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads, Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Your name is Rejoice?
Yes. But please don't call me that.
Why?
Joyce is much more efficient.
She doesn't like it. Probably a bad memory. Mean girls at school or some ancient lover.
They're from the Republic of Vesper.
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
Well, everything appears to be in order.
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Okay, I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
She points to the small dots on the horizon. Okay, airships. All right.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
All right.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Who are the other Indo-tribes?
Son-Baptiste, Lum, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
Interesting. You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
She does not seem to register the real meaning of the remark. How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
Failure. What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What's it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
A wave hits the sloop. She grasps the mainstay for
A
balance.
conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these
They
billions?
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
So that sounds... Mantang? Sounds... I wanted to say Indonesian, but actually it sounds more Chinese, the way how she pronounced it. I couldn't tell you what. Like, would that be Cantonese? Not sure.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Probably helps to start off with a royal economy.
You know more
Or
than you let on.
Monopoly.
Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed.
or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world. That's quite the endeavor indeed.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
Okay, so Indo-tribe seems like... Because I've never heard this term before. Forgive me if it's an actual real term, but I feel like this is an in-game term. Feel free to correct me if it is a real term. These feel like something beyond just a regular corporation. Because there seems to be a set number of them, and they're all numbered as they are.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? No. Wouldn't want to disturb an octopus. Better let it be.
I'm glad you see it that way. To repeal the act would mean repealing the coalition government. The one that leases you the right to police West Revachol.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
Okay.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What's your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
It's interesting that she's coming here without a guard or anything into this kind of scummy city, into a potential conflict area. And, like, no guard to even guard her fancy boat. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe something else is going on here.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The Union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Interesting.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Tell us more about this behemoth.
What can I say? The Union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now.
How are the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago.
Huh.
Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
So, remember when we were investigating the footprints, there was the one pair of footprints that was like, from somebody that was super heavy. Like, unnaturally heavy. And we thought maybe it was somebody carrying someone else. What if it was it Measurehead? The racist behemoth? Could he have been part of the lynching? Like, now it seems very much that they're connected. And there was also a pair of footprints, boot prints that were smaller, slighter, like a woman's. Were you there? The wheels be turning.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here.
Oh.
I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike?
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What happened to this Gomont? No, that we just asked that. What are the demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
That's pretty funny, I have to admit.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
Yeah, that does seem quite impractical. What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again.
Unusual.
And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
Yeah. Okay. Tsuragi's on it.
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Okay.
This checks out.
Yeah, okay. Scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The Scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrog, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Tell me about this Union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are two of him?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Oh boy.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the Union itself, outside the Brothers Clare?
The Debardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act. But they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Debardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debardeurs Union is...
I'm not going to say this because I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with socialism, and this comment seems to be saying that. I don't want to say this either because I don't think the Union is a giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol. Maybe those brothers are. I don't think it's an effective advocate of the rights of the local working men either. I think we're going to go with, I prefer not to have an opinion on these things.
Of course, officer.
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Okay.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a Union matter.
I mean, that sounds like the Brothers Clare.
The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Okay.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Alright, that's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
You seem smart. I need someone to give me the lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
She pulls her hood closer around her neck.
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
She puts down her thermal cup and looks at you.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a bit of a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
And what is Martinet?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock.
Right.
You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more about Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
Interesting. She gets a little melancholy when talking about it.
This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
All right. You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Okay. So the world has then multiple bodies of water, which does imply that there would also be continents. So maybe we're not dealing with an ocean world?
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the blue immensities.
Okay.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
Okay, that's weird. This isn't helping. This is further making me suspect that there's something different from Earth going on here. What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
Okay.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her, and to humanity at large.
Okay, that's Martinez. What about Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Okay, who built this city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant
Excellent.
workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
Seminine, we've heard, the big guy, he was Seminine, right? When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered.
Huh.
The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest.
Ominous.
By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Well, we've already seen one with the communards and all that nonsense.
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people.
Wow.
In the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place.
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about
She points across the water where the skyscrapers rise.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Okay. Look to the sea.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time.
Interesting.
There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Where are we?
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
She watches you closely as you scan the horizon. We've gained Jamais Vu? Derealization? Interesting.
This is one thought you need to complete.
Ah.
Where are you?
Interesting. So it's crazy the amount of things you gain by just, like, asking this trivia. I mean, it makes sense. We have no concept of what's going on around us. So it's also handy to know. I'm not going to remember all of this, bear in mind. But, you know, every time these names get mentioned again, I'll remember more of it.
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too,
Okay.
tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
Okay, so she's going to be around. We can ask her more things later. We don't need to front-load all of this. That's great, because I didn't want to front-load all of this for everyone's sake. Yours, mine, the channel. You're right, Lieutenant. I'll continue later.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Yeah.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Okay. We're not going to do these now. Because I think we might get more out of them later.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Okay, tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics.
Great.
Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials coming from Samara to Revachol, or the materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union.
No.
Still, every chain has its weak link.
Of course.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Yeah. The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Okay.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, no one ain't me.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence that the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However...
She pauses, looking to the sea.
This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
Okay. She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable. The weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
Yeah. Why were the lorries stopped?
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wandered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely. Then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Okay, I think I know the one. We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
The two might even be connected.
Yeah.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Alright, made up my mind about the smuggling investigation. We'll take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields.
Excellent.
We'll play ball.
According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Yeah, you seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy.
Wait, why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What lustrous hair.
A well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair. Despite the first hints of grey, she's elected to keep it au naturel, shaped into a permanent wave, late 40s style, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible.
Interesting.
Within reason.
Within reason, yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad senior. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you.
Scythe of
Your
booze.
hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
I get a +1 on this. Because I've heard of billions. Can I have some money? Come on.
Voila.
Alright.
Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
Can I have some money, ma'am?
Of course. How much do you need?
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
Fuck it. I need 130 real.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
Okay, she reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily.
Yeah, she totally knows exactly what... She knows more than she's letting on. And she's willing to assist us with this. I should have asked for 1 billion. And of course, we're digging ourselves deeper into her debt. And you know what? For now, she's being quite reasonable. And as long as she remains reasonable, I'll play along. The moment she doesn't remain reasonable, I'm happy to be unpredictable and do a bit of backstabbing of my own.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
And I'm still getting my head around this whole money concept. You were just helping me out.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they're properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
Thank you. That's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Take care. Okay. We've got a lot of information. And we got 130 real, so we can pay off the horrendous damage we inflicted to the whirling in rags. Garth will be happy. He'll also have questions. But you know, that's fine. I think Garth might actually be a decent guy. I kind of like him. Maybe we can get on his good side. We'll get back on his good side. I don't know if we were ever on his good side, but maybe we can get there. Lots still to do. This game is fucking wild. Love all of the different interactions and the reactivity of the setting and the characters. It's so good. So stay tuned for the next episode. Should be coming up in a week or so. Righto, everybody. Drop this video a like if you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Heritor out.